Farabee and I got groceries delivered this morning. I'm making coffee, and Farabee's out here. Hi. Let's see. There's Farabee. Snoop. You can have a Snoop. I know what I'm filming. So I'm so excited. We got groceries delivered a little bit ago, meaning 20 minutes ago, and I got some coffee to try. So I got the Starbucks, I'll just show you. That would make so much more sense. What did I get? I think this is gonna be a weird angle, so sorry for that for a second. So this is what I got. It is the smoked butterscotch Starbucks, and it's seasonal, and I'm so excited to try it. I'm literally just now putting the water in the, making the coffee. So Farabee asked for a Snoop a second ago, so I'm gonna make that for her. But I'm gonna finish making my coffee first because, you know. I'm ready to give it a try. It's really good. It kind of reminds me more of caramel than butterscotch. I put Farabee's Snoop over there. I figured she would do it while I talked, and then that would be kind of a thing to do. So I tried that mac and cheese that I told you about the other day, the one that I held at the box, and it was like, is it good and better or better good, whatever, the Walmart brand. It was not great. It kind of had a funny, just a weird aftertaste to it. I don't even know how to explain. Let me say this, if it was the only vegan option, I would be so thrilled to have it. It wasn't so bad you couldn't eat it. It's not that it was bad, it just tastes very vegan. Let me say that. If you've been vegan for a while and you've tried a lot of different things, or if you've just tried a lot of vegan products, you know that there are certain things that you can really tell it's vegan. You can just tell. And it's the noodles were amazing because they used these fat corkscrew noodles that had texture to them, and it held the sauce really, really good. So hopefully they'll improve their sauce. That was the only problem, and it seemed like it could just have a slight tweak, maybe a little bit more seasoning added or something. Like I said, it wasn't horrible, but the day is way better. I wanted to mention the Dirty Dozen and Clean 15. This is a list of produce that the Dirty Dozen are the produce that you should typically try to find organic if you can. And then the Clean 15 are fruits and vegetables that I'm not gonna say they don't matter at all, but they're known to be more clean. I realized that kiwi fruit is on the Clean 15. And so I got non-organic kiwi fruit, and I'm really excited because I haven't had kiwi fruit in a really long time because the organic is $8 for whatever, a tiny amount, 4 of them. But they had 4 for $2.70 something, a 4-pack for $2 something at Walmart. So I got that, so I'm super excited. But I checked to see, and they are on the Clean 15. So I thought I would share, I'm gonna put the PDF below. I mean, it's not anything I made up. You can find it anywhere online, but I'll link it. Cause I feel that's one of those things, a lot of times I'll try to only get organic, and then it's oh wait, there's some that are okay. So I think that's important, especially with the way that, cost of food has gone up so much, so I'll link that for y'all. Sorry, can y'all tell I'm trying out a different thing? I normally don't use my gimbal for filming me, and it's very, very obvious because I'm trying to catch me, and I don't know how to operate this for myself. I know how to follow Farabee with it, but not to follow me. Anyway, I want to show you some stuff in my craft room, some art stuff that I've been working on. I think I've already shown y'all this. This is actually a coloring page in one of the Grabby watercolor coloring books, but I've started adding some acrylic pen detail to it. So that's the progress on that. This is the first time I've tried to paint Farabee's face on, and I think it's turning out really cute. I have to do the eyes, so I always save those to last, or at least this time I'm saving it to last. This is also from the Grabby thing. I'm working on putting some other colors in the background for depth, but I'm just working on this while, like, in between things, basically. Like, because it's not really anything other than just adding, like, layers of color. So, pretty much, I'm just emptying any green paint on my paintbrush onto this until I'm happy with it. This was supposed to be trees from above going over a road. I'm nowhere near done with it, and it does not look like what I intended. This is also from the Grabby coloring book. So these are the coloring books that I'm talking about. This one is sold individually, and this one came with one of the sets. I can't remember, but I have all of this linked, and I'll show you some of these, because this is the one. It's autumn, so it kind of makes sense. And they're watercolor paper. I'm not going to show you every picture, by the way, because I don't want to get in trouble for, like, plagiarism. But anyway, there's 15 of them, and these are really thick papers, not papers. They're really thick pages. So it's actually made for watercolor, and it holds up great. I'll show you. I mean, you can't even, like, it's pretty good. You know what I mean? It's, like, not warped or anything. So anyway, and this is the watercolor set that I've used for it. I have another one too, but it's basically, you know, it's actually the same. This one's 168, and then my other one's 100. I almost forgot to show this. I was so proud of this, and I still am. Okay, the lighting on it is not doing it justice, though. So I'm going to have to see if I can make it be brighter. Hold on. I feel like the lighting doesn't do it justice, but it's really pretty in person. It's just a starfish, and I don't know if you can tell, but there's a lot of detail to it. So what happened is I took a picture of it, and I tried to bring those details in and, like, really highlight that, because I was trying to show my mom, and it ended up making a shadow on the picture. So then I went back and tried to add a shadow. It's fine, but it didn't turn out the way that I had expected. But it's still, I'm going to work on it more because I feel like I can make it look a little better, but I'm still very, very happy with it. I did this with acrylic paint pen. I don't feel like you can really tell all the detail, because there's a lot of stuff that's, like, the same color on top of each other. This is the drawing pad that came with my acrylic paint pen. Their paper, I'm judging based off this and based off of these coloring pages. Their paper is amazing. I love it. It is National Service Dog Month, so I wanted to take a second and talk about how awesome Therapy is. So I know that y'all know that she talks with her buttons, but I don't think that a lot of y'all know that she's my service dog. We don't talk about that a whole lot because, honestly, it's not really anything that comes up anymore because we're not doing training. Whenever we were doing training, I documented pretty much everything and shared it here. And then also, I used to share a lot whenever we go out and stuff, but now, because it's like just us walking through a store, so it's not really anything great to share, if that makes sense. Not that it's not cool, but you know what I mean. Like, whenever we were doing training, I was sharing a lot. So anyway, I don't know if everyone knows that she's a service dog. She's actually right over there. There we go. So Fierby is my service dog, and she helps me basically stay alive or have a somewhat normal life. So service dogs are medically necessary. So they're allowed to go anywhere that their person is allowed to go, with the exception of sterile environments usually. So, like, not a operation room. And I don't like the word handler, but that's just what it's called. If you're a disabled person who has a service dog, you are a service dog handler. Like, that's I think the legal term. Yeah, so therapy is actually medically necessary for me, which is really wild because I didn't need a service dog. I wasn't disabled until I was in my late 30s. And so it's just, I mean, I'm used to it now because I've had this for a few years now, but it's just still weird. You know what I mean? But therapy helps me to make my life more normal. I'm just so thankful for her. She seriously is the best thing ever. She's amazing. She helps me every single day. And even just being here with me helps. Like, even if it's not a full-blown like panic attack problem or anything major going on, she's just a little lifesaver, and I'm so grateful to have her. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. We hope you have an awesome week, and we'll see you soon. Bye.